Hello, Taurus, and welcome to the Enlightened Path. I am Ayana Nicole, and this is your February 2020 love reading. So this is Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and also Venus. This is a general reading, guys. It cannot and will not resonate for everyone. Take what applies, leave what does not. Taurus, let's get started and see how you are loving and being loved for the first 2 weeks of February 2020. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Chariot. So this is forward movement, very precise, and knowing where you're going. This is also Cancer's energy, okay, guys? First card out, 5 of Cups. All right. Next, we have the 2 of Wands. Again, forward movement. The 2 of Wands is about assessing what's next, all right? Seeing what your options are so that you can move forward, right? So, Strength card. This is good. This is progress. Recent past, 9 of Pentacles. The Magician is crowning you. So this is very good. This is knowing that you have a choice in what comes next, all right? The Magician is this energy of having everything that you need, every element that you need to succeed here. What's coming in? 4 of Wands. So some of you could be moving. You could be becoming engaged, possibly getting married. This is laying out a brand new foundation when we see the 4 of Wands. It's also twin flame energy. So in your self spot, we've got the Knight of Wands, Taurus, all right? This is the energy of Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, air energy. And in your environment, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, all right? So in your environment, you could have the Knight of Wands. Let me get that right. That's the Knight of Wands. So this is fire energy. Again, this feels like travel because the Knight of Wands is very, very quick moving. It's also fire energy. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, right? In your hopes and fears, we've got the King of Pentacles. And final outcome, of course, wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups. 1 second, guys. Okay, Taurus, sorry about the interruption. So let's jump in and see what we are looking at for the first couple of weeks. I feel as though you guys are going through a lot of changes, but I also feel as though if you stay positive, you will find yourself exactly where you want to be. I do feel like as we move into February, a lot of you will be doing exactly that with this Magician's energy in your crown. This is really good, okay? This is really, really great energy to be focusing on. This is really, really good energy to be desiring, okay? To create an outcome that actually works for you. We know that there's been some friction, and you actually have one card that's popped out. Oh, you got 2. You got 2. I'm going to put these back in because I didn't ask for a particular clarification. They just popped out, but I want to show them to you. 5 of Swords, High Priestess energy, okay? So this is Pisces. The 5 of Swords showed itself to me in reverse, but the 5 of Swords is about negative conflict, negative thoughts, all right? So some of you could be dealing with the Pisces. Some of you need to be listening to your intuition, especially if it's asking you. Oh, I got cards falling out. 3 of Swords in reverse. I saw another one. At least I thought that I did. 1 second, Taurus. I did. The Tower in reverse, all right? This is what I was getting ready to say. Taurus, your higher self is trying to help you avoid a disaster, all right? And I feel as though that is going to come by not being confrontational, watching your words and not having this petty communication. The 5 of Swords is exactly that, all right? It is this energy of, oh my goodness, hitting below the belt. If you have this inclination to have these petty arguments and hit below the belt, Taurus, you may want to fight that urge, okay? So let us jump in. At the center of your reading, you've got the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is that past energy of looking back, crying over what has been. And the good thing about it is what's crossing it is you now looking forward and seeing what can be. So what are your options? You're not looking back at what's happened. The thing about it is I feel like a lot of you aren't, you aren't ready just yet to move forward fully, but you're no longer losing sleep. But you look, your night is in the upright. It's almost like a lot of you are really, really thinking, what's going to be my next move before making the next move. So that's really, really smart kind of energy. You're not just kind of jumping out here all nilly-willy, but you're not worried anymore. You're not thinking about what's bothered you or what's upset you, what's hurt you, what's broken your heart, what's angered you, what's thrown you off. You're not thinking about those things anymore. You're thinking about, what am I going to do next? How am I going to handle this thing next? We've got at the base of your reading strength. Some of you could have a Leo here. Why is strength here for Taurus? The Devil in reverse. So some of you are cutting the cord on toxic partnerships or even toxic habits. You're finally letting them go. Five of Pentacles. You may be shutting people out, or you may feel as though you've been left out in the cold, or you're leaving other people's out. I think, Taurus, that you're leaving other people out because I am seeing this detachment. And it feels like a detachment where it's taking a lot for you to do these things. Nine of Pentacles, death. So there's been some sort of transformation in your recent past. A transformation that's left you more independent. You could have detached from one toxic or situation that's been toxic. Page of Pentacles, building a new foundation. You are looking and really thinking how to manifest something new here. Something that's going to be abundant and something that's going to be fruitful, okay? Some of you could have been dealing with a Scorpio in the past when death pops up. But for me, Taurus, I am really feeling right off the bat, there's been some sort of transformation where it could have left you in this kind of solo energy, especially if you've had to detach. But the Nine of Pentacles is really good energy because even though it's solo, it is happy, okay? So this is really good. What's coming in for you? Things are revealed. Again, you know, there's Pisces energy. It's in reverse, but this is the moon. For this, I'm not really feeling Pisces. Some of you could be entertaining a Pisces, but the moon in reverse means that there's some clarity here, okay? Clarity that is allowing you to move forward and start new and bring in balance, temperance energy. Some of you could be entertaining a Sagittarius. You could be having some clarity about a Sagittarius as well, Taurus. But temperance is about alchemy. So if you look very closely, she's pouring water from one cup into the other. This is about balancing the head and the heart, very much like the star's energy. The star is just not wish fulfillment. It's also healing and harmony. And when we heal, guys, we find balance, okay? Often balance is going to be the key to your healing. So I'm seeing that you guys are being very patient with yourself. You're welcoming in a new way of being, a new foundation. Some of you could actually be moving into a new home. You could be moving in to a new partnership, establishing a new foundation and finding balance within that. Knight of Swords, this is very quick energy. And what's funny about it is even though you guys are being patient with the steps that you make going forward. This is good, Taurus. So even though you guys are being patient and being very strategic as to what the next moves are going to be and not really rushing anything, I do feel like your mind is going a mile a minute. All right. A lot of you could be receiving a lot of news because we do see this clarity coming in. So why do you have this Knight of Swords energy? I feel like a lot of you are traveling or moving around a lot. Love could be rushing into you, or you are rushing towards love with the Ace of Cups. One more for Taurus's energy of the Knight of Swords. Ooh, Taurus, Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is what? It's kind of juggling, right? But a lot of the times when I see Two of Pentacles, this is kind of balancing a lot of things. When it comes to money, this is budgeting, right? And for some of you, this is going to be exactly what you're going to be doing. I feel like a lot of you are rushing towards love. Or it's coming in very quickly to you. I have one that falls out. What is it? Nine of Wands. This is kind of this guarded energy. I don't really like the Nine of Wands because it's guarded almost as if it is expecting the absolute worst based off of what's previously happened. So I'm not going to place this down, but I am going to tell you, for you guys that resonate with what I just said about kind of expecting the worst based on what's happened in the past, to please release that energy, okay? You don't want to attract that in. Let the past be the past. Let it go and create what it is that you want for your future today by focusing and seeing that come in, all right? So leave that energy behind and don't fear that it will be a repeat, because just your fearing that it will be a repeat will actually make it that, okay? So in your environment, this is so funny. In your environment, I think a lot of you may be entertaining a Leo or a Sagittarius because this is their energy along with Aries. And we've seen both of their energies with Strength and Temperance, Sag and Leo here. Knight of Wands, again, I keep feeling a lot of you are traveling. There are cycles completing, possibly with someone that's been kind of in and out. The Knight of Wands is not stable energy. This energy is those people that bounce in and out, those people that don't have like a lot of stability to themselves. They aren't very grounded. A lot of you could be closing out chapters with individuals like this, or situations that aren't very stable, all right? King of Pentacles is where your hopes and fears lie. I definitely feel like you guys are trying to find some stability. Find some stability when it comes to finance. But not only that, let's show you what's clarifying. Taurus, there is the Hangman, and there again is the Four of Wands. We see this Four of Wands again, all right? Remember, the Four of Wands is the energy that's in your immediate future. We see it as the energy that you're hoping for. So this is proof to this magician that's crowning you. What you are focusing on the first couple of weeks of February, Taurus, you're going to be able to bring that in. So be very, very mindful. This is why the Nine of Wands popped out when we just talked about fear based on what's happened in the past. You're going to be in this space where what you're focusing on, you're going to be bringing in. And for those of you that are careful in your focus and you're watching your positivity and you're pulling in good things, well, guess what? You're going to be pulling in those good things. What you're hoping for, you're actually going to be getting, all right? There could be this pause in activity when we see the Hangman, right? I believe this is also Taurus's energy. This, you know, there could be this pause in activity that allows you to shift perspective so that you can bring in this Four of Wands, this new foundation, this new happy foundation, all right? And this stability, because we are seeing the King of Pentacles, this very grounded kind of energy. And once again, your final outcome is the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. So Taurus, I feel like for those of you that can stay positive and really think of what it is that I want next, not what I've been experiencing, you are going to bring in exactly what it is you're hoping for. So we do have one that falls. It's the Emperor. It's showing itself in reverse. When the Emperor is in reverse, this is definitely kind of a warning to consider what is good for the whole and not just ourselves. This is Aries energy, again, that fire energy. But when it shows itself in reverse to me, the Emperor manifests in the upright. The Emperor is always manifesting and making happen what's good for his or her empire. When it's in reverse, this is kind of this energy of screw the empire, what do I want? So make sure that you're manifesting what's going to be not just great for you, but also those that are attached and linked to you, whether it's your children, whether it's your partner, whether it's your siblings, whether it's, you know, whoever is attached to you, okay? Keep that in mind. So one for your Nine of Cups, which is your final outcome. Beautiful energy, Taurus. This is wish fulfillment, okay? This is emotional fulfillment and abundance when it comes to feeling happy. So I've got one that flips here. It's forward movement. Remember, I told you, you guys aren't rushing into that. You are actually... when you finally move forward, it's going to be after you've been patient, after you've really decided what it is that you want. And because you are being patient, Taurus, you're going to move in a direction that's going to bring you great happiness, great fulfillment, and there's that forward movement. Remember, at the bottom of the deck, what did we have? The Chariot. The Chariot is decisive. This journey that this person is rushing into, they've already plotted this, okay? Remember, when we see the Chariot, think rushing onto the battlefield or rushing, I always see, like, you know how kings go to war or went to war? There's that map and then planning their course of action. You plan your course of action before you move when you're the Chariot, all right? When you're in this energy. This is how you know for sure, very confidently, where you're going. And Taurus, this is why this is governing your reading. You guys are going to be taking your time and being patient and being very sure of what's going to be my next move. So remember, this period where nothing is happening, this is brief. This period of inactivity is going to be brief for you, all right? So use it wisely, all right? Taurus, these are the messages that I have for you. For those of you where it resonates, congratulations. Leave me some comments below. And if this is not your reading and it's not resonating, check your moon, your rising, or your Venus. Taurus, take care of yourselves. For those of you that are wanting a reading, everything you need to know is in the description box. I'll see you soon.